The hell am I doing on Illogical's channel again? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Illogical Canadian Fantasy Football League Semifinals recap. I am Casey, part of the Red Rubber Duck and All Sports Network, one of the media directors. Red won't be able to be on the show because he has some work. Well, as he mentioned on Monday, he has to deal with some shit with a plumber. His plumbing system's backed up. And he has to get a lot done this week, especially considering the fact that he's doing the national championship history video coming out real soon. And as for the man himself, Illogical Canadian, he won't be able to. He's probably not going to be on until later tonight or not at all because he is feeling a little bit under the weather. Let's just say his stomach isn't agreeing with him in something. So it's just going to be me. It's just going to be me for the time being. And I'm still trying to see if more people are going to be coming in here. And so there's that. Let's go ahead and get started now. With Illogical Canadian versus True Blue, this was one of the semifinal matchups. And as you can see, Illogical Canadian won by a score of 99.5 to 84.34. 80 poor. Yeah, True Blue is definitely poor into this. But I'll tell you what is poor, the quarterback play, because Brock Purdy wasn't his usual self, but neither was Jared Goff down at Jerry World. DeAndre Swift wasn't his usual self, and then Aaron Jones actually performed up to his caliber, but of course, True Blues needed more points than that. And Chuba Hubbard, he's one of the few bright spots on the Panthers who just clinched the overall number 1 pick for the Chicago Bears. And Jahmyr Gibbs, he was hardly used as much down there in Jerry World. Yeah, there wasn't much he could do there. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins were all but ignored, except Higgins actually got hurt. And we wish a speedy recovery for him. The main reason why Illogical Canadian won over True Blues is because of one man. And his name is C.D. Lamb. I know he likes to call him CD's Nuts Lamb, but I will save you the slander. But look at this, 40 points for CeeDee Lamb this week. And then Garrett Wilson, he didn't perform up to his caliber. Dallas Goedert, he got more points than he should have. But George Kittle did not have himself a day. He did not have himself a day with nearly 6 points. Rashee Rice was one of the few Kansas City Chiefs that could catch. And KJ Osborne wasn't targeted much. Both defenses didn't really perform very well. But then again, Seattle is a playoff contender. And then the Buccaneers, they're going up against the Saints, who are trying to keep tank division a huge battle. And Baltimore completely dominated Miami. There was very few kicks that Jason Sanders could do. And unfortunately, Philadelphia, you can't have 11 Jake Elliott's out on the field. Yeah, Billy, a duck-only stream because Red has some business to take care of, especially with the national championship history video, and he had some plumbing issues throughout the week. And Illogical is a little under the weather. Yeah, his stomach isn't agreeing with him. So it's basically just going to be me for the time being. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, Jake Elliott with 8 points. But the main reason why True Blue lost is look at her bench. Look at her bench. We're talking 26 points from James Conner. And then another 26 points coming out of Jerome Ford. And Jahmyr Gibbs only getting like a fraction of that. The bench outscored the starters. That's how bad of a week the True Blues had. Okay, so, all right, looks like one of the finalists is coming on. And he'll be coming on just in time for his matchup recap against Health. But Quentin Quarantino is coming up here shortly. There we are. But yeah, the moral of the story is basically the bench did better than the starters. It looks like True Blue is in week 18 form already. I know she didn't intend on it, but it's what it looked like. But Illogical Canadian is 1 win away from keeping the commissioner's football in his house. And True Blue will have to go to the bronze medal game. But True Blue definitely had herself a season. She went 11-3, was the number 2 seed because Illogical collapsed, had a mini collapse in the seat in the last 2 weeks. But True Blues definitely earned her place as the number 2 seed. And she did have the worst week at the worst possible time, but that doesn't deny what True Blues did all season long. True Blue, I could definitely see you doing another deep playoff run next year. I'm not sure how the league is going to function next year, but all I know is True Blue, your season was a good success. Although True Blue had one of the worst weeks at the worst possible time, she came a long way. She won't be lifting up the commissioner's football, but I'm happy to say that she'll be coming back next season stronger than ever. All right. We now go. Let me go ahead and put the template up. Because look who's here. It's the Cinderella. Quentin Quarantino, aka Dan Gano. How you doing?
How am I here?
Everybody is asking you the same question. Because look at this. The number 12 seed has found his way into the final. Because you beat Health 131.82 to 80.88. But Justin Fields Yeah, the Bears don't even have to tank. They got the first overall pick. They got nothing to play for besides for pride. And they have a lot of pride, apparently, with 25.22 points. Travis Etienne, he's still trying to keep Jacksonville afloat in the AFC South. Jalen Warren, he and Najee Harris had himself a day in Seattle on New Year's Eve with 19.8 points. Cooper Kupp with 12.7. Chris Godwin finally was given the recognition he deserves, 17.1. You had 5 players in double figures as opposed to Health, who had no players above 20 starting for him. Okonkwo, he performed up to his caliber. Javonte Williams, he was there. The Rams defense, yeah, you were playing the Giants. What did you expect? Daniel Carlson, he kicked his way into some 9 points. Now let's get over to health. Matthew Stafford underperformed a little bit. All right, Valor's coming in a little bit. Joe Mixon with 19 points. Ezekiel Elliott, he did okay. Michael Pittman, he was hardly seen against Las Vegas. And Curtis Samuel, he didn't get many catches. And Sam Laporta, once again, performed up to his caliber. Noah Brown was what did him in with 1.8 points. And then you got the Falcons defense, who surprisingly underperformed against Chicago of all teams with 0.3 points. Yeah, hell, you did backstab yourself. It was pain incarnate. Yep, it was. And thank you for doing an actual good joke for once. And Justin Tucker, he kicked his way up to 8 points. But Health, why didn't you start DK Metcalf or Wan'Dale Robinson? Your highest scorer was on the bench. Your highest scorer is on the bench. Now, I'm sure there wasn't much he could do to save it. He didn't know Wan'Dale Robinson was going to go off. But Chase Edmonds was in double digits. The majority of double-digit players were on the bench. It sounds like something that True Blue did.
Yeah. So on Sunday, I went into work at like 3 p.m. And when I did, I saw I had I think it was like 75% chance of victory. I was like, well, let's see where this goes. And then I was at work, I was like taking a break at work, and I just check it. It says like 100% chance of victory. I was like, okay. When I saw when I looked closely at what Helv's roster actually was, I wasn't like I felt like I had a chance. I guess the strongest piece would probably be Michael Pittman, and it just wasn't his week, I guess. And then some of the other players Samuel is very boomer bust. Laporta is very boomer bust. Brown is extremely boomer bust, as is Zeke. So when you only have 3 consistent performers, whereas Javonte tends to be very, very consistently 10 points, and then Jalen Warren tends to be consistently 10 to 15 points. I think Jalen Warren's worst game of the year was 9 points. So, and then just it's been a very strong closing stretch of the season for Justin Fields. And I also, other people, they're having their injuries now. All the injuries to my team were earlier in the year when I was putting out Kenneth Gainwell. And, well, the 1 week I had no quarterback because my backup was Wilson, who was on bye, and then Fields was hurt that week.
Yeah. And now we're about to get into week 18, where a majority of the playoff teams that don't even move at all are going to be resting their starters. Baltimore's resting their starters. San Fran is. And you got Kansas City and Cleveland, I'm sure.
I'm going to get to that in a second. I think it was actually the week I played Helv in the regular season where I just had no quarterback because the only people on waivers were Brian Hoyer and Tyson Bagent. And neither of them would have won me the game, but they were the only people available, and they got snatched up pretty quickly. And then Justin Fields was hurt, and then my backup was on bye. So there was no one available. I'm not I mean, I don't know how you can hide this, so I'll just share it. Me and illogical basically worked out because so all of the people on my team that you can see up there, none of them are benched week 18 because a lot of them are either competing for playoffs or eliminated from playoffs. None of them are clinched. Whereas illogical, both of his quarterbacks are clinched seeding.
Brock Purdy
Mahomes,
done.
Mahomes and Brock Purdy are
Mahomes
both
is
clinched
gone.
seeding. So what we worked out is that instead of Chris Godwin and Javonte Williams, I'm going to have Kenneth Gainwell and Darnell Mooney, because that way it's a fair fight. It's not illogical's not handicapped for things out of his control.
Listen, you have a chance to clinch a Cinderella run.
I have. Here's the thing. Okay, look at this right now. Who on if you went up to anyone on last Thursday and you said to them, who do you think is going to have more points this week, Elijah Moore or Cooper Kupp? Maybe one out of 100 people might have said Elijah Moore, and that one person would have been correct. That's the thing. So for all we know, Darnell Mooney's going to have like an absurd game where he has 3 touchdowns and 10 receptions, or maybe he'll have 0. There's always the projection, there's always the percentages, but you never have that 100% knowledge. If we did, no one would watch the sport. It would be a pretty boring sport.
It would.
So
So we had
the Super Bowl is going to be a pretty fair, even fight. I'm looking forward to it. Win or lose, I'm pretty satisfied with my season. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
If I win, that would just be funny.
And there's one thing that we do have to take care of: health. Yeah, you and your own backstabbing mind. This is what happens when I bow down to Washington. Yeah. Keep making excuses, Health. But you did show a lot of heart through your semifinal run. Unfortunately, you're just going to have to settle for bronze. But you did have a pretty strong season. It was fun to be following you throughout the whole season. I wish you best of luck against True Blue in the 3rd place game. And that's all I can say. I cannot deny Help's passion nor his commitment, but unfortunately, he just couldn't measure up to Dan Goodnow's freight train.
Do you guys just prepare all of the Hell's Kitchen narration and animations in advance and then use them when the time comes?
I'm the one that does the Hell's Kitchen quotes.
I see. I've always admired people who do video
back
editing.
in the sports disaster days, I used to do all the intros before the show. So I'm doing the elimination quotes. It's basically just like parodies or custom Hell's Kitchen quotes. Like the one for Matt, it was an actual quote. I just changed a line or 2. But yeah, other than that, I'm the one that kind of runs the quotes. Let's go ahead and head into the winner's consolation ladder, because we got some games to talk about. We're not even going to bother with the graphic. But the former number 1 seed Magic Knight taking care of Big Baltic 128.1 to 91.56. Dak Prescott. Oh boy, Sam out. We better cover that up. But Dak Prescott had himself a day. Didn't perform up to his capabilities, but then again, he did perform. Alvin Kamara, nice. Actually, no, you're projected to get you only got a fraction of what you were projected to. Not so nice. David Montgomery Burns with 12.5, almost performed up to his standards. And then Josh Jacobs didn't play. Jaden Reed got himself a few touchdowns against Minnesota. Kyron Williams had himself a day, 30.1 for Voltic. And then Justin Jefferson didn't get the ball as much. But Jacoby Myers, yeah, he performed up to his capabilities. So did Tyler Conklin. Tyler Boyd just a little bit underperformed. The Titans defense with 1 point, and then Will Lutz with 10 points. Actually, both kickers in double figures with Kylie Fairbairn with 16 points. Let's talk about the Texans defense, because good God. 21 points against Tennessee. I know they suck, but my God. And Juwan Johnson also with 23 points. Wait a minute. He did the forbidden move. And we still have a clip of it. He did the freaking forbidden move, and it worked. 23 points with 28. And then Rashid Shaheed didn't perform up to standards. But Magic Knight, he moves himself into the 5th place game. Uh-oh. All right, so I'll give him a link. All right, let me get Fowler.
Yeah, sorry, my internet's really being really weird right now. So if I talk over you, sorry.
Oh, no,
sorry.
No, you're
I just
good.
had to do. Sorry. Yeah, my internet's just really bad right now, so it's kind of like, yeah, I'm.
Hey, don't worry. Yeah, Sky Moore is on IR.
God.
And let's look at the bench. Jason Myers, the only one in double figures, but then again, Connie Fairbairn had himself a day. Even if Voltic switched kickers, it wouldn't matter. And there goes Quinn. See ya next week. All right. Now let's get into the other winners consolation ladder matchup. Kirby beat Fish 109.96 to 91.32. Baker Mayfield did pretty well late in the game, but it was way too little too late. But CJ Stroud, he also underperformed. And James Cook didn't get the ball very much against New England. And Gus Edwards had a touchdown and gained a few yards out of it. Devin Achane had himself a day despite getting blown the hell out by Baltimore. Oh, look who's here. It's Fireball. How you doing?
Burger Man.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I ain't that bad. Jonathan Taylor performed pretty well. Tyreek Hill didn't have a usual Tyreek Hill performance.
Was there no replacement for Hunter Henry?
Yeah, Elijah Higgins, but it wouldn't do him very much.
Well, I had the same issue this week.
Yeah. You didn't do the forbidden move, did you? Because look at right there.
I would have to check, actually.
All right. While you're doing that, Mike Evans didn't have the Mike Evans performance either. Neither did Devonta Smith.
Oh, I did.
Oh, dear Christ. Here we go. And DeAndre Hopkins.
The problem was it was Amari Cooper that got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, because Amari Cooper was hurt. Brandon Ayuk with 24.4 points. He had himself a day against Washington, while Tanner Hudson was the highest scoring tight end on the team. He even had Terry McLaurin on the bench. That would have been a better option. Hell, even DJ Moore. Look at that. 30.9 points.
He outscored. He His score
Maybe
is
that would have helped you win, Matt.
his score is like 14, 15 times that of Bryce Young's. That's
sad.
He's going to get fucking killed.
Yeah. And then the Jets defense outperformed the Cowboys defense for some reason.
Oh, Jets. No, it's Jets defense. They got Sauce Gardner.
Mm-hmm. And both kickers ended up kicking in double figures with 12.0 and then 11 for Brendan Aubrey. Yeah, Bryce Young, I would suggest getting help. And Brandon Cooks was left on the bench too. He did better than Mike Evans, for goodness sakes.
Brandon Cooks better than Mike Evans. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess there isn't really much that Kirby needed to do necessarily to.
Yeah, Mad Fish. If anything, if he would have replaced DJ Moore with any of those receivers, especially move Tanner Hudson up to the starting tight end and put DJ Moore in flex, he would have won. But then again, not really my call.
Hello.
There's Discount Ag.
Okay.
I just got the hair trimmed and the beard trimmed.
No, that assumption's incorrect, Doug. I'm Discount Ag. You've seen the image of me.
Yeah, I've seen the image of you.
I've never DM me that shit. Right.
Hang
now.
on, I need to scroll up in DMs.
While you're doing that, let's go over Audina's matchup.
Okay.
Because, whoo boy, the George Pickens saved your ass. And Darius Slayton. Look at this. Because Audina won 128.22.
And also Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, Isaiah Likely also helped out too. With 18.2
Unfortunately,
points.
this fuels more arrogance. Ooh, managed to fend off.
Yeah, he's not going to win the winner's consolation ladder anyway. So I think the highest he can get is like 7. I think he's in the first. I think he's in the 5th place game. That's as high as he's going to get. Wait, is he? No.
I think he's trying to go for 5th, I think.
Let me see for myself.
Okay.
We'll go over the bracket in a short. We'll go over the bracket a short time later.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Let's not move on to the next. We haven't done this game yet. So Trevor Lawrence, yeah, he was benched. He needed a break after getting hurt.
Not.
And Derek
Singletary,
Carr,
right around his protection. Pacheco, though, holy shit.
Pacheco, yeah, one of the few guys on Kansas City that could catch. And Zay Flowers, I would like to remind people, Quentin Johnston was picked over this man. And then Chris Olave, yeah, he did.
I'm glad we got him.
Yep,
Olave underachieved. Fant did well. Also, 2 tight ends.
2 tight ends square.
Yeah.
All right, Valor, do not.
Yeah, both teams ran him this week. God damn it! I just noticed that.
Yeah,
Valor
didn't do much.
I'm not gonna do a reaction. Besides, it just got this
new
camera.
Now, all I'm saying is this image does not leave DMs. Okay.
Okay. Let me take a look.
And Greg Zuerlein, he tried to kick his way out. Trying to kick his way out of New York, but not much there. But I did mention George Pickens and Darius Slayton with 20 points each. And Taysom Hill and Isaiah Likely. How about that? 2 tight ends actually work in his favor. But the Bills defense, good God.
Yeah, strange things have happened.
I know it's New England, but holy fuck. And then we go over to the bench. If anything, he could have started Jamal Williams over Rashawn White. but then again, not really my call. But the Giants defense, look at the amount of points they got. 15 points. And of course, he could have had an extra 9.5 points from CJ Beathard. But then again, that's not my decision. It's Toad's decision. And I think
Just called me Maryland Red in DMs.
who just called you Maryland Red?
Sorry about that. I had to answer something from the good old Valor sister. So,
Ain't no problem.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that's yeah. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was.
Sure.
All right. So now, but of course, Kyra Santos too for Dana. But then again,
Okay,
I'm
well,
not
that
trying
was
to
just a shellacking.
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
Let's get to a closer
Death
game,
by
shall we?
arrogance.
Actually, no, that's not a closer game. My eyes deceive me.
That was not a close. What the fuck, McGoat?
That's not close, dude.
Yeah,
he walked
I
into
said
the
before,
troll
my eyes
trap that is
deceive me.
Keegan.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember now. McGoat threatened
Yeah, he
that
blew up his team right
he
after
blew
he
up.
lost in the
He
first
threatened to
round.
blow up his team the moment he got eliminated in the playoffs, and he lost in the quarters.
Boom.
Jesus, look at some of those scores, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's a thing of
Diego
beauty.
Cotto can't beat your whole
Keegan,
entire offense, but go with 20.26
wait a
points.
second. Keegan,
That's the only thing that's
let's
keeping
see.
that
He
to
got,
like 50 points.
why does he? I think I see what we all see.
Yep, I
Dude,
see it.
dude.
Do you see?
No. What's even more egregious about this is that Keegan started Drew fucking Lock at quarterback and still won.
Instead of Geno Smith, and even then, that wouldn't have
That
mattered.
could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a hell of a lot worse. But yeah, then again, we mentioned Jalen Warren earlier, but Najee Harris, he also had himself a day. Both of the Pittsburgh running backs having themselves a day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Deontay
But
Johnson.
take a look at his wide receiver, though.
Actually caught
He did
football,
good.
and then Devontae Adams as well.
Holy shit.
All that just for an Indy loss. Darn.
Kelsey only got 4.6 points.
Maybe
The
not
inferior.
The inferior Kelsey brother.
We know that for
Kelsey Major and Kelsey Minor. Actually, no, don't call Kelsey a minor.
Pause? Okay,
There.
I was prepared for that.
Do you regret
That didn't hurt my
do
ears
you
so
regret
much.
having me on yet?
You're getting there.
No.
Getting there. With 9 points from Tyler Bass, but the 49ers defense basically stayed put with 10 points.
That's
But
kind
Jamal
of
Agnew, I
expected.
heard,
Let's take a look at
Look at McGoat. McGoat.
this team looks smashed and broken in half.
Yeah, look at this. Who knew Alec Pierce was going to have himself a better game than Michael Pittman?
McGoat's team as an entity lies smashed, ruined on this podcast.
And look at this. It's another instance where the bench outscores the starters. And guess what?
Are you kidding me?
I'm not joking. Look, right here.
Oh my god.
And it gets even worse. One of the players isn't even on a roster.
Fucking Dalvin Cook.
How do you manage to screw up that?
He should have
Bro
pulled the
got
fun. He should have pulled the funny and started Dalvin Cook.
He should have. He should have. But now let's get to the Tank Bowl in its final moments, aka the consolation ladder. Let's get to your matchup, Fireball, because
Hey, I'm suddenly Magoat
Did
now.
you just call him a goat, dumbass?
I'm gonna
Here's the
DM Magoat and just say I have stolen your identity and there's nothing you can do about it.
do it. Just do it.
Get
I'll
your
play it quick.
time.
Dumbass, 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 dumbasses, dumbass, 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 dumbass.
What the hell was in that wine? But anyways, let's get to Matt versus Fireball with 95.24 to 87.
Close one.
Yeah, Fireball unfortunately will not be able to win the consolation ladder.
Unfortunately, the first of your problems is, first off, Valdez Scantling, and second off, 2 tight ends.
Listen, no, that's not that. The Valdez Scantling was out of fucking Scantling was how the fuck? No, I had Scantling benched. What the fuck happened?
Uh-oh. Are we about to have a
Commiss rigging? Illogical. I told you not to rig games.
I legitimately had I had MVS benched. I had Scantling. I had Scantling benched for fucking Latavius Murray.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Would that would have mattered? Let's take a look.
No, it would not have mattered because I lost by 8 points.
Did you hit save?
How many?
I did hit save. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Latavius Murray. It was Tyquan Thornton that I.
Tyquan Thornton.
It wouldn't have mattered. They got the same score anyway.
You still lost. It would have been closer,
You
though.
lost. Even if you replaced Joe Flacco with Jalen Hurts. Even if you replaced those two, you would have won.
Yeah, you still would have not
whatever.
won.
Oh,
It's
wait.
whatever. At this point, I'm
This is what we
avoiding. I'm
call-
avoiding.
Madison.
I am. At this point, I'm avoiding
Elijah
relegation. This is a must-win. This upcoming week is a
Oh, if you
must-win
would have
week for
started
me.
Mitchell,
I'm
you probably would have
avoiding
won.
relegation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he would have started Mitchell.
If you put him over
Listen,
Madison, you would have won.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that Mitchell was going to pop the fuck off that day. My apologies.
Because of McCaffrey getting injured, but still.
Yeah, McCaffrey got hurt. You forgot about that?
Oh, fuck.
He forgot,
well,
and then this is clear. For those in the chat, you haven't heard Fireball like this. This is the sound of a depressed Marylander. Broken
you're
and
here
mentally
too. There are 2
destroyed.
depressed Marylanders in here.
Oh, you're right. I'm one too.
We're only a county of.
Okay, try not to dox each other during
Harrison
the stream.
Butker, yeah, he did fine. Actually, he
Stop
did.
doxing, don't worry.
That's the main reason why Kansas City won the AFC West. You have a reliable kicker. And then the Browns defense. Now you were playing against the Jets. That was to be expected. Amon-Ra St. Brown did good despite the loss. Khalil Herbert did well with a win over Atlanta. And Jordan Love had himself a day in Minneapolis.
A.J. Dillon didn't do well. Jordan Love, holy crap.
Yep.
Who stole my... Uh-oh. Well, looks like somebody's come back to their identity.
Twitter.com.
Okay, so I got a message from. Let me pull this up.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right.
We just went over your game where you got absolutely ass blasted by Keegan.
He didn't even respond to my DMs. He just went straight for the line.
I thought you were hacked. I'm going to be honest because I'm actually trying to deal with something involving.
No. No, I just called him by the wrong name. There's all that is to it.
Okay, so.
And we had to play the dumbass clip because of that.
Well, I did. All right, let's move on. We have 3 games left this week.
Yeah, I got ass blasted.
Oh, that's a
Alright, so,
close one here. Another.
Yeah, pretty close one. And it involves Krios moving up to the Constellation Ladder Championship game against Sarah's Giants, 111.106 to 107.36. Look at all this talent on Sarah's. Look at all this talent on Sarah's roster. They don't even deserve this. They deserve to be playing for a championship and not much else.
Not much
Josh
else.
Allen.
Like the championship is not the echelon of this league.
Yeah.
They had a few.
And
I think I know why they lost. Their kicker underachieved. 1 point. That's it.
The kicker by only a point. The Jaguars defense showed up against Carolina. Evan Ingram did
Ingram
okay.
did
Nico
decent.
Collins performed well. Puka Nacua performed very well. Derrick Henry.
Your running back smoked the bed a little bit, but it was mostly. How on earth does your kicker only get 1 fucking point?
Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
gotta take a special break.
Sucks. And of course, you got Dicker the
The
kicker.
goat finally responded with the gun emoji in my DMs.
Jesus Christ!
Good Lord, McGoat.
This is more unstable than a game of Lethal Company.
Hey, yo, sir, Paul.
It's more unstable than my mental health.
Okay, that's not really a joke.
Oof.
Mason Rudolph,
Oof.
11.46. But Justice Hill had himself a day, 22.2 points.
Fuck
And
you,
Brian
Dolphin. I had to do it.
Fuck you, Dolphin. And then David Njoku had himself a day, 17 points. Demarcus Robinson did well. Broncos defense played well despite being eliminated. But yeah, other than that, I'm not trying to make him better, but Trey Palmer was there. And Taylor Hines.
Wait, if he would have started Kenneth Walker, you would have won.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck me. I'm getting bad.
with 16 points.
Oh, fuck me. I'm about to get ass blasted this week.
He would have won.
Who are you playing?
And he was
I'm playing Queso. I'm playing Zoop Zoop.
If you lose to Queso, I'm gonna laugh.
I'm projected against Queso. The final score is projected to be me 83 and Queso 110.
Speaking of Queso, let's get to the matchup now. Who beat Jocelyn 105.98 to 78.74.
Let's take a look here.
Lamar Jackson. Yeah, why are you on the...
Lamar Jackson did good, but then again, 2 tight ends. That's why you lost. 2 tight ends. Yay.
All right, so we got Christian McCaffrey. We did mention he did get hurt. Both QBs showed up in this matchup. I don't know why. It's for nothing. It's 36.34 for Lamar Jackson. 23.68 for Kyler Murray. Michael Bagley kicked very well and Jerry World. Breece Hall had himself another good game with 27.6.
By the way, Breece Hall carried my brother to a championship in another league.
Let's go.
That's so cool.
And the Patriots defense somehow getting 11 points on the Bills. Kyle Pitts. Yeah, we're going to blame this on...
Kyle Pitts is Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Insert crying on Dina noises.
Yep. And then Deebo Samuel, he performed up to standards. Let's look at the bench and see what he could have done.
What?
Desmond Ritter with negative points. Darn. Oh yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. That's the first time I've seen negative point.
Well, I think Will Levis had points earlier, but
Holy
yeah,
shit!
mention Audina in the next matchup.
You are going to die. Yeah.
Of course, Brandon McManus with 14 points. That could have helped you out a little bit.
Meanwhile, Fireball's panicking and picked up Marquise Godwin.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about Quentin Johnston earlier, the guy that was picked over Zay Flowers. You could have started him.
But the funny thing though. Thank you, Chargers, for fucking up. Now we kicked your ass, and now Zay Flowers probably has a good chance of winning Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm. All the Chargers
And let's
fans
face it,
know nothing but pain.
Nothing but pain and the Ravens' defense destroying your quarterback.
Yep. Good Lord. But other than that, I don't see anything else we can go over other than Tucker Kraft being a better option. Than Darren Waller. And, of course, Cedric Wilson over Jerry Jeudy or Jackson Smith and Jigba. But I digress. Let's go to your final matchup because Valor is one win away from going 0-18.
One win away?
One loss.
Oh, this team is a rotting corpse, okay?
He is a Tank Bowl win away from going 0-18.
You want to see how bad this team is?
Well, then again, it's your fault because you blew the whole goddamn thing up. 72.38 to 14 points.
I still blame Billy for it.
Yes,
I did 2 tight ends as well. Deal with it.
You had Mike fucking Boone.
Mike Boone. The guy isn't even on the roster. Clyde Edwards-Helaire's not being used. Juan Jennings not being used. Aiden Hurst isn't even being used.
This team is beyond dead.
Yeah, it's your fault. And your highest scorer is a kicker, and he only reached single digits.
Wait, did I just realize Jake Browning got more points than my team?
Yes.
Yeah. You got outscored by one freaking
This team is legitimately ruining my life.
You almost got outscored
Your fault.
by the other defense.
And look who rates my DMs, Billy.
Oh, of course. The guy responsible for your collapse.
President Bush, there's been a second tight end started on the roster.
Bush, there's been a second tight end.
God damn it, Fireball.
You were only projected to be 22 points, and you didn't even reach that.
I didn't expect you to fucking say it out loud.
Well, the NSA just captured that audio file. Then we have
Sending that to Red.
Yeah. Oh, Billy wants to yell at you.
Oh, cool. Wonderful.
He better not be coming in here.
Billy wants to yell in general.
Do it in the chat, but in all caps. There. That's why I just DM'd Billy. He's not going to be coming in here. I'll spare you some trouble. But let's go ahead and go over the brackets. Because I did talk to Dan Gano earlier. He was the twin earlier. He was ready for his matchup against illogical. Then there were two. The number 3 seed, the commissioner of this unholy league, illogical Canadian, taking on the Cinderella number 12 seed, Dan Gano. Remember when we said all he had to do was beat? Remember when all we had to do was beat Valor and he got in? Those were the days. Now look at him. And then let's go over the winner's consolation bracket. Yeah. Unfortunately, Dina, the highest thing you're going to get is 7th place. That's what you get for losing in the first round, Dina. And of course, we got Hell and True Blue in the bronze medal matchup. And for the 5th place game, you got Kirby and P-Dog going up against each other. 7th place game, Dina will be facing Voltic. The 9th place matchup will be Keegan and Matt Fish, and 11th place going to either Toad or McGoat. It's likely going to be Toad. Let's go to consolation ladder as Jocelyn had a very big fall from grace. Look at this. She's reached a perfect diagonal, going 0-3 in the consolation ladder. I'm not sure if that's going to get her relegated on the spot, but it probably will.
Isn't it the last 4 teams that get relegated?
The last 4 teams that get relegated, but I think Illogical is going to base it on overall standings. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he will make an announcement next week. He won't be able to do it this week because as I mentioned before, he's a little under the weather right now.
Oh, fuck me. I'm going to get relegated anyways.
No, you might not.
I'm 18.
You're going to come into League 2, go against my team. Oh, yeah, here's the funny thing. You're going to get bodied by a couple other guys are in the league, and then looks like, wait, I forgot with League 2. Do the top 2 teams get promoted?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Because
it's likely going to.
I think the 2 that are going up would be Lockdown and
make a proposal
Oshawa.
saying the top 2 teams, saying that the top 2 teams get promoted and the bottom 6, I think, get demoted. But I'm not sure how I'm not sure how Illogical is going to do it this year. Next year, I just don't know. But of course, in the 13th place game, you have Krios taking on Dank, going up against Matt. And then in the 15th place game, you have Queso and Fireball. 17th place game, you have Sarah taking on Damn Schroeder. And of course, the Unholy Tank Bowl, Jocelyn and Valor. So, Valor, got anything to say to Jocelyn? Got anything to say? Got any words for Jocelyn?
I'm laying down to you. You should win.
Yeah, okay, apparently Valor's ready to take it up.
He's ready to go 0-18. But let's go ahead and go over the championship battles. But right now, Darnell Mooney is questionable. I don't know what he's doing. Because you have a chance to knock off Illogical. Are you just laying down and dying? You can't do that. But of course, Illogical made a claim earlier for Easton Stick, the backup quarterback for the Chargers. And of course, CeeDee Lamb is going to be joining the Cowboys to fight for the NFC East title. And the Steelers defense, are they going to be able to perform against the Baltimore Reserves? Maybe too soon to tell.
That'll be funny if you lose to us. I'm going to laugh. And I will join you on screen.
You do know there's still a scenario for the Steelers.
You can still get in if you lose, though.
Yeah, we still get in if we can still get in if we lose, but we need a lot more help.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in hockey, Amper's wrong again.
Amper's wrong again. And then let's see the third place matchup between True Blue and Hell. Right now, True Blue is projected to win this one. And Matthew
True Blue
Stafford
versus Swiss Tits.
Right now, Adam Schefter's looking through a list of who's going to be starting quarterbacks for every team. So, for all of you who are trying to fight for a championship or at least get out of relegation, look at Adam Schefter's tweets. They might be useful. All right, let's go over the fifth place game. And right now, P-Dog's projected to win. Yes, right now, Kirby has 3 players that are questionable. You can't hear my parents laughing, can you?
No.
Are they laughing at you?
No.
Okay, then I can't hear them.
All right. But Voltic, for some reason, is projected to beat Audina.
Unless I pay illogical to rig the game on purpose. Because if you don't know, I'm also going to be, there's a third league coming. I'm commissioner. And if you flip me off, I rig the game against you. That's what I want. That's right. You hired a corrupt commissioner.
Well, it's a good thing I'm joining
Say,
Ocelot's league next year and not yours. That's right. I'm going to be part of this. And then, of course, we had Derek Carr at 14. Of course, Derek Carr is projected to do better than Sam Al. Let's not go over the whole thing. But Tyler Boyd might be resting because Cincinnati doesn't really have anything to play for besides Pred. And let's see, Matt Fish is projected to beat Keegan. We don't know what's going to happen there, but we will gladly see. Because CJ Stroud will be playing. And so will probably Geno Smith, because Seattle's got to fight. Seattle has to fight for their right to party. And then Weezer or Toe is projected to beat McGoat. No,
that's a tank goal right there.
Yes, it is.
72 to 64.
72.7 to 64.
Okay.
All right, so of course you got the top of the consolation ladder. It's Matt and Krios. Matt's projected to win the whole freaking ladder. All right, and then you got 93.8 to 81.2.
Okay. Mid. Next.
Right. Mid. And then you have Queso and Fireball.
Fireball got to get his ass handed to the Queso.
I know, right?
I made some changes, so now I'm only 20 behind.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, the closer you are, the better you feel. And then, of course, Sarah, good Lord. If you don't beat damn Schroeder,
you're going to be a bigger laughing stock than whatever my team is.
All right, and then the Ultimate Tank Bowl. Look at this shit. 33.7 versus 48.2. Good lord. This game is going to be a laugher and a half. Both starting quarterbacks are not going to be playing next week.
Projected 48 to 36.
Yeah.
No,
It's gonna be
never.
bad.
This is the tank bowl.
Uh-huh.
Yo, what do you lend one of your weaker quarterbacks so I can win?
No.
I swear
Come
to
on,
God.
man.
If Jocelyn ends up losing to you, Valor, the whole league is
Locale of the
going
week,
to
none.
laugh. Heck,
Anyway.
I'm going to laugh. But yeah. So, does anyone want to do some interviews or something?
Who
No, I
asked?
actually am planning on just chilling
Yeah,
for the rest of the
unfortunately,
night.
illogical is not going to be able to be on the stream tonight.
Obligatory John F. Kennedy joke. There, I completed the quota. Y'all have a good night.
There.
Bruh, come on.
Well, no JFK jokes. Valor.
Any interviews?
What are
Let
you
me
gonna
ask.
do if you What are you gonna do if you end up beating Jocelyn?
I'm not sure.
Are you gonna laugh at her?
Next episode, disaster.
Ooh. I think I might want to come back for that. But yeah. So this has been a pretty short episode. Stay tuned next week where we have a longer episode, definitely, because
Hang on,
a
I've asked
champion-
for anybody to do interviews.
Right.
So hold your horses, duh. No,
right,
Toad
so-
says no.
Toad saying no. Right now I'm just watching guys' grocery games.
Of course.
Fantasy football general.
And then of course I don't. You
And
can't.
I'm about
hear
to
it.
backhand P-Dog.
What?
Look at what he put in fantasy football general.
What did he do? Oh my god!
I'm gonna slap.
No!
That's it.
He unleashed
That's it.
his.
going
Uh-oh,
to
he
bonk-
unleashed his
I'm gonna
weeb shit
bonk his
on you.
ass.
No. You're gonna see something worse. This!
I'm bonking the both of you.
No, you need some Nicurium. Shut up.
No, you shut up.
Oh, no.
It's Bonk City in here. But yeah. So right now it doesn't look like we're gonna get any interviews or some. And I'm about to put P-Dog through a freaking table. Before I do that, we might as well just end the stream.
Yeah, we might as well.
So Illogical is going to be doing his, it's apparently probably in the middle of his week 17 recap. That might be out either tomorrow or Friday. But I'm still working on part 4, the last part of the FBS English Football Pyramid Series. There's still a lot of things I got to add. But hey, what else can I do? I'm just watching guys' grocery games. Yeah, he said go, run. Jesus, you know Guy Fieri likes to play games.
Yeah. He does this crap every time.
It's what makes guys' grocery games pretty good. But anyways, be sure to stay tuned next week. Be sure to come back next week at 8 o'clock because we are going over the whole entire season. we're gonna hand out some hardware, and as well as crown a champion. It's gonna be a good long stream. Post your predictions in the Discord server. Who do you think's gonna win, Illogical or Dan Gano? It should be a pretty
Or
fun
try to make
matchup.
us as miserable as possible.
What?
Or try to ruin the chat like me and P-Dog did.
Yeah. Why? It's already Bonk City.
And this is my reaction when I want to troll.
There you
Okay,
go.
then.
See, I can do that
Okay.
shit too.
Guess we're
But
going to end
that's
the
gonna do
episode
it
that
from
way.
us. As far as hopefully Red gets his videos done and the plumbing problem situated. Hopefully Illogical Stomach gives him a break. But that's gonna do it from us. I've been Casey. You've been watching a takeover of the Red River Taekwondo Sports Network. Thank you, Devour, and thank you to Quint. Thank you for Quinn hopping on. Thank you to McGo for hopping on for a minute. Thank you to Fireball for hopping on. And thank you to Valor for joining me at the end. But I will see you guys next Wednesday. We will see you guys in the next one.
However, you will see both of us again on Saturday as we cover Ravens Steelers Week 18.
Kill me.